A few days ago, I was streaming on Twitch and I had a breakdown of my Ascend remix. I'm so sorry. Anyways, today I'm showing you the breakdown of my remix for Ascend by Vluar, Arkendo, and Felix Samuel. I will show you the project, and that's basically how I won the remix contest. Before we go into the video, this is how the remix sounds like.
Let's go! Ooh! Oh. No. Oh! Oh! Nice bouncy vibes here. Dang, that's fire!
So it's a drum and bass track because I have to stretch it to a house track, which is, to be honest, a big difficulty because it's either gonna be too slow or too fast. But I chose to go both ways.
What did he say?
For the vocals, I made them faster. For the other stems, I made them slower. And then some of the stems, I don't even stretch them. Oh, Nightbot, thank you for telling us that I'll Be There Beatport exclusive is available now. Yeah, oh my god, what's this? What's this? No self-promo, it's not on your channel. So here we have the vocal. Pretty simple vocal chain. Yeah, I know there are so many plugins, but a lot of our like automations when it's what's in the drop. What are these EQs doing? I forgot actually. But oh shit. So yeah, ducking down a bunch of high frequencies. I dug them down in the first EQ, right? In the specific frequencies. So overall it's lacking a little, so I just boosted them overall a little bit. And then here we have the automation for delay. So it fills up the space when there's no vocal. I'm gonna play it without the automation. When you're waiting for dawn. And then if we play it with the delay automation. When you're waiting for dawn. Yeah, it fills up the space much more. For this one, I stretch it faster. But let's look at the break synth. I actually made it slower. So yeah, really simple. I just stretched it. I also changed this part a little bit because I think it was in like a different note and I'm not a big fan of the... Oh, I don't know why I did that, but okay. And see, producers just do stuff that they don't know why they did that. To be honest, break is nothing crazy. Really nothing. Here, see, here are just all the effects. Build up loops, risers, downlifters, sweeps, blah blah blah. You know what you can add. I think this is what we should talk about. Yeah, this is the Vluar preset, but yeah, what I'm actually doing here is to play the drop, lead, and bass progression, so it doesn't feel too empty or the drop comes in too sudden. I'm actually teasing the main thing of the song all the way. Whether it's the filtered lead here or whether it's the bell melody I just played. Yeah, it's just keep teasing so you know what's going on. You know, there's synth. I just loop this part of the synth. I'm sorry. And add a bunch of build-up loops, blah 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 blah. I think drop is what you guys want to see. So because it's a huge BPM stretch, when I stretch it, it doesn't sound as good. So what I decided to do was I just chopped up the sound myself, play the melody I want. And also the melody, if you stretch it, it doesn't sound that good because again, it's either gonna be too fast or too slow. That fits more to the BPM and just this type of song. I also layer another lead. Yep, I use the Crying Stars VIP Mix lead, which I use the same for my track Locked, In Love With You, and Tripping On You as one of the layers. If I play them together... Holy shit, they sound so good. Of course, the locked bass, which I also use for many other songs. Wow, that's crazy. One of the stab is like just a brass shot. And then I layer it with another sample. And then a stab over here from the stem. Let's look at the B part. So we have a punchy bass. And then I'm also doing the pitch bend and some automations. So there's the reverb, there's the tremolo, there's the serial macro, and some FM, I think. And I decided to use different sub because I was gonna use just the same sub with this bass, but it didn't sound good in my opinion. So yeah, I just decided to cut the EQ, clip it, and then I use another sub, which I use in Don't Wanna Lose Control and some other songs. And you can see the sound choice here is very different than this bass. Because this one has a lot of grit, so in the sub, I just think it doesn't need that much grit. So yeah, sometimes changing out the bass, it's cool. The A part, I did a similar melody, and then here, I did the same thing because the B part of the original sounds like dun, 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 dun. So I did the similar rhythm, but in this BPM, obviously. So less complex. So I'm actually repeating this part is the same rhythm, and then this part is the same rhythm, and this part again is the exact same rhythm. Very consistent throughout the song, which I think is a good thing. Again, didn't stretch them. I just put them in the right position. That's it. Okay, let's look at the drums. Very simple. You can hear that there's some tonal sounds. Like here, this perc loop is even on the key, I think. Yeah, it's just some little details to resonate a little bit more. Only added this transient shaper on the kick. Shout out to Elizo for the feedback. Way punchier, and the Velour also really liked how punchy the kick is.
Mixdown sounds very clean. It sounds very clean as well. The kick is very heavy, and I like that a lot.
Sidechain, pretty simple. Everything routes to the same bus, doing the same sidechain, just like this. Also, I think I can talk about the perc loop here. The original perc loop sounds like this. So you can hear it is swinging, but my track, the rest of the track is not swinging. So what I did, quantized, I put on this algorithm so it makes everything quantized so it's not swinging. So it matches with the rest of the track. And then back to this. Yeah, it's also, look, on this one, they're stacked together with the lead, so it's enhancing the lead as well. If it's off time, it just doesn't sound that good. Here, we have the C part. So this part has like 4 switch ups or 3, I don't know. I layered a bunch of percussions. First of all, we have Trash 2. If I turn it on, it changes the sound immediately. It kind of destroys it. So this is like kind of sound design. So I'm destroying, but also rebuilding. It sounds wider. There's some textures on the stereo, but the mid side, it gets destroyed. So what we're gonna do is we do everything that I do on the same thing, Saturn, OTT, and then we build it back up right away. Transient shaper, more transient. Only on this note, it's not quantized. I only moved it a little bit so it doesn't get cut out too much on the sidechain. Here we also have this layer. Again, everything is playing the same rhythm. Dun, 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 dun. Automating the frequency shifter, of course. Lower it down a little bit. I also automate another reverb. I automated a bit crush. Yeah, it's a Logic stock bit crush, actually. Some filter sound. Definitely some of you are interested in this one. So, you know, I see a lot of people, you know, like Clearwater, Asunder, maybe Nuts. I don't know if Nuts does this kind of stuff, but I think it's pretty cool. Let me break it down for you. No, I am not going to do a break dance for you, but yes, you know what I mean. Pretty much all the SSE stuff. Yes. I also have the chords I used in my remix for Charlie XCS. So yeah, it's the same chord, but I put the sustain up. It doesn't go down right away. And also you can hear there's a pitch bend automation. And this is the variation of the previous chord. I just changed some wavetables. I think the settings is pretty much the same. Oh, I also forgot, Logic doesn't have the fucking pitch automation built in. So I automated the pitch with frequency shifter instead, but they sound pretty good. So together they sound pretty good, but it's too soft. They're not really glued together. So of course I did some automations and Saturn OTT, obviously. And then I automated some tape stop, some phaser, some bit crush, some reverb. Finally, Logic is trash. See, this is like pretty much the only point that you can say Logic is trash, but FL Studio, you can just spot it right away when you turn it on. And then we switch up. What I like to do is I do a different bass progression in the last 4 bars. So I'm being dun 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 instead of dun 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 dun, and then I also have a little different melody going on. Okay, and then here we have this sexy. Pretty simple, just tremolo automation, automating the rates. I have a little orchestral section. This is the slow down part instead of faster like the main vocal. And then EQ cut the lows, and then do a taste stop at the end. Frequency shift up the vocal. So here I just do a telephone EQ. And then here I switched up. So drums, they are pretty much the same, but I swap out the clap to the snare. Let's talk about the hi-hat first, because I actually didn't change the hi-hat. I just shift its position from here to here. It's very, very hard hitting. I just even put one more distortion on. Yep. Even to boost even more. Yep. Another snare. I did a little fade in here, so it sounds like this. So it's just giving a tonal layer, and then I added a little reverb on here. So together, I also have a reverse tail. Also, the thing is how easy it is to switch back, because I have a different kick rhythm here instead of just 4/4. And then here I did a different progression. Oh, I also have a filter automation. We have the same chord, but we have a shaper box, so that's doing the stutter thing. Oh, I also have an extra trap hi-hat loop.
That's pretty much it for the SM Remix breakdown. Thank you so much for watching. What are other tracks of mine you want to see a breakdown? Tell me in the comments or send me a DM or whatever. Don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video.